Hey guys, it's Melanie, Hinds, your fastest Iraqi Dinar summary on the net. I have 3 dogs, 2 horses, and we're in the midst of the snow apocalypse in Maine. So I decided not to wear my lashes today. Why? Because they'd blow off. We got big winds. It feels like 0 here. What's your weather like? Please comment down below. But despite that, I'm pressing on. I have a generator. I will be live at 5 for margaritas. This is not supposed to end until the morning, so I'm gonna keep celebrating. We'll be live at 5 o'clock Eastern time. So this is my Intel summary. I'm recording this at 12:27 because I just got off the Zoom at like 12:22. We went extra long for all my members that have access to the Zooms. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below. It was very revelatory. So guys, our guys over there are dark. Haven't heard from them this morning. I just checked, haven't heard anything. In fact, the link they sent this morning, which was a funny YouTube link, I never even got to look at it because I was live early this morning. And so guys, you can look at that live stream. I did put some timestamps up, so you should have them. So here's the articles I could discern, but our guys went dark. I think that's good news. What do you think? So here's some of the articles. Arab states defends Kuwaiti sovereignty in Iraq's waterway dispute. There is a dispute. Iraq just petitioned the UN for a new demarcation of the waterway, and Kuwait is not happy about it. The next, gold hits 3-week peak following the U.S. tariff reveal. That was an interesting article. I talked about this morning. There was an ambassador on X that said, today marks a significant milestone for the people of Iraq and for America's leading energy company, Chevron. It said, this partnership reflects strong support for POTUS's vision of promoting peace through shared prosperity in the Middle East. Chevron's commitment to stewarding a field that contributes nearly 12% of Iraq's oil production demonstrates confidence in Iraq's stability and potential. American investments in Iraq means new opportunities for growth, creating jobs, enhancing economic resilience, and advancing a future of mutual prosperity. Then I went over the article. That was part of the article. Chevron to take over Iraq's West Kurna 2 field after the Lukoil exit. Remember, because of the sanctions on Russia, they had to abandon that field. Chevron got it. An American company got it, and I'm happy. Also this morning, kind of prophetically, as I was getting ready to deal with 3 dogs alone today during a snowstorm, I heard a snippet of Trump's cabinet meeting. He was talking to the leader of Chevron, said he was able to take it over. Now, when they took this over, listen to the wording. It says Iraq on Monday signed 2 preliminary memorandum of principles, kind of like a memorandum of understanding. If you've been a member of my channel, you know what that means. It means it doesn't have a rate. Memorandum of principles. So guys, I think we're closer than we've ever been. What do you think? They're still doing MOUs. This is a memorandum of principles. They just call it different things. But guys, I'm going to be live at 5 getting the latest updates. I had my good friend trader Abraham. He was on the Zoom today. He's checking it. He said he'd email me. So we're keeping an eye on this, guys. I think it happens at any time. And guys, remember, Kuwait revalued during Ramadan. So what do you think? I don't know. Just join us for some fun tonight, guys. We got to stay light and joyful during these crazy times. Yes, I talked about Mexico. I talked about everything this morning, and then on the Zoom, I talked about things in detail that I can't talk about on YouTube. So join us with the Zooms. We're there, our mastermind. Whenever 2 or more gathered, he is here. There's more power in our prayers. We prayed for the Iraqi Dinar again. We prayed for our people to have golden shields of protection. We prayed for all our family members to be protected during these storms and everything. So join us if you're a praying person. Jeff, historically, Iraqi dinar has always been above Kuwaiti dinar value. Yes, today the value of Kuwaiti dinar into US is $3.26. So 1 Kuwaiti dinar equals 3.26 US dollars. Historically, Iraq was always a higher currency value than Kuwait. Undo what was done to lower the value. The sanctions, he's saying, if you take the sanctions off, the currency value reinstates back to a minimum of 322. But what he's not thinking about is the Forex letter we have that says it is already on Forex at 481, but it's suppressed, waiting for coordinated political timing. I don't know. The timing seems to be closer. At least we're one day closer. Amen. So he's saying it should be somewhere in the high $3 range, just shy of $4. But again, we have the Forex article at 481, and I confirmed with my trader this morning. CBI hasn't recanted it, but could it come out even different? Yes, it could. But you know, I stick with that Forex letter. Mark Z had a question. What is the HCL law in Iraq? Mark Z, it's revenue sharing with the Kurdish region. Iraq is kind of two countries in one with the Kurdish region. We have been told for the last 20 years, when we see the HCL pass within hours or days, we would see the revaluation of the dinar. Then there's Mountain Goat. Hang on to your seats because the next couple of weeks are going to be explosive. But right now we are in a waiting mode until these Iranian issues are resolved. The Iraqi Speaker of Parliament has put all sessions on hold until these issues are settled. Their CBI contact assures them that unless the Iranian influence in Iraq is addressed, along with the tensions from Tehran, there will not be a reinstatement. The U.S. will not sign off and will hold it up. Many of us may look at what is happening in Iraq as gloom and doom with this Iranian issue, but let's keep looking at the glass half full and not empty. Things in Iraq are known to change suddenly and pivot. I agree. Come celebrate with us at 5 p.m. Eastern time tonight. It'll be fun. I'm in the midst of a snowstorm. I literally can't go anywhere. Jeff, the formation of the government is a linchpin to Iraq revaluing and getting back on the international world stage. Phase 1, resolve president and government formation. Phase 2, the rate change, accelerate legislative and economic reform, deeper trade and financial integration. Samson, oil prices surged during the week. Brent crude breaks through at the $71 barrel lately. Militiaman, Iraq's oil revenues that were deposited with the United States Federal Reserve in New York has resurfaced. A lot of people have been talking about it. It is important. Sure it is, but it's protection. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. The issue dates back to 2003 when the Development Fund for Iraq was established to protect the money from lawsuits related to period before the fall of the previous regime. The remaining debts, approximately $40 billion, owed to 46 countries. Legal constraints could expose these assets to seizure if they were to fall outside the preview of the United States law. The DFI protections provide security and stability. None of that has changed. Sanger Ingram says Iraq's oil is priced in U.S. dollars. When buyers pay for Iraqi crude, these dollars are deposited into an account belonging to the Central Bank of Iraq, held at the Federal Reserve of New York. Iraq can request access to its dollars, but it cannot move them freely without meeting U.S. regulatory standards. The United States can slow, block, or restrict access. We're talking about over $100 billion. Iraq is a little bit wealthy. Because of its dependency, Iraq's sovereignty is only partial. Iran keeps whispering in Iraq's ears that they're not free. Part of making sure that nobody tried to sue, blackmail, strong arm them with the U.S. money put in the Federal Reserve. That's a great explanation. What do you think? Comment down below. Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground. Firefly, on the television, it's showing that the CBI is sending to all the banks inside Iraq and financial institution a memo that says, do not discriminate against any dollar or new denominations of the American US dollar. I think I talked about that last week. They are exchanging dinar. Frank, in my opinion, that is just preparation to tell the citizens of Iraq, we've got a new rate coming, and when you got it, bring in those 3-0 notes. Those American dollars you're still using in any other foreign currency. That's what he thinks. What do you think? The moment this happens is going to be insanity. It's going to be amazing influx of people that are all over our banks. They want the lower notes. This is very good news. Pimpy. If I'm looking at percentage-wise about who's going to be the PM, I'm looking at something like 15% chance Soudani will be the PM, 85% chance Maliki's going to be it. I said this before, just because Trump doesn't like Maliki and he's making all kinds of threats to Iraq over Maliki, doesn't mean Trump won't negotiate and work with Maliki. He's done it before with people he doesn't agree with, adversaries, so-called enemies. So as a big snake as Maliki, as much as Trump doesn't give a crap about who you are, who you're willing to work with him, he's just saying there's a big possibility that it'll be Maliki. But I posted you should go look on my homepage. Just click on my picture. You'll get to my homepage and then look under my post. There was a picture of a guy on X saying that Maliki has resigned or has withdrawn his name. I don't know. What do you think about that? Comment here or there if you believe that, if you've heard that. Jeff, you've got to retrace your steps in what brought the value down. It's called U.S. sanctions. Right now, the only remaining sections on Iraq are the U.S. Treasury sanctions. Wouldn't it suggest that if they reinstate it, put it back to the 3+ range, you take the U.S. off sanction, puts it back to 322? And then Mark Z, Ramadan. Don't worry, they have revalued during Ramadan before. Kuwait revalued during Ramadan. Yes, it did. Guys, this is the shortest one I've done in a while. I love you all. See you live at 5 Eastern time. I hope to see you there because I'm snowed in. Come celebrate with me. I don't want to be alone, and you shouldn't be either. We'll talk about the Iraqi Dinar updates at 5. Bye.